Honorable Minister. I think as I allow Honorable Minister to take the podium, may I make the point, honorable members, and appeal to political parties and in particular the whips of political parties, probably to find a way that beyond this sitting, that an engagement will have to take place on how we conduct ourselves in the House. Can you continue, Honorable Minister?
All right, Chairperson, the ACDP welcomes news of the President's recent discussions with some of the leading CEOs of our business community to find solutions to slow economic growth. This must be seen, however, against the backdrop of poor decision-making by the President, such as the irrational firing of our well-respected former Finance Minister, Mr. Nene, in December. This caused huge damage to investor confidence, the rand to tumble, and significant losses on the stock exchange and bond markets. In a similar fashion, Chairperson, the President's dramatic about turn on the Nkandla debacle is an embarrassment to all those ANC MPs who served on the ad hoc committees and cabinet ministers, such as the Minister of Police, who in trying to defend the Nkandla expenditure, undermined the Public Protector's report and tried at every turn to protect the President from having to repay anything. The ACDP argued consistently that the findings of the Public Protector are legally binding unless reviewed by a court, and that the President should repay a fair and reasonable amount. Chairperson, both these serious matters have deeply tarnished the President's credibility. They raise questions about the advice he's receiving and his ability to hold the highest office in the land. How can he expect to be trusted even by his own cabinet as a result? How will he restore the confidence of this House, his supporters, and potential investors? The ACDP agrees with those who believe that President Zuma has become a liability to the country and he should therefore do the honorable thing and step down. In his speech, the President raised the need to empower SMMEs to accelerate their growth. While the ACDP agrees, we want to know how government plans to do this, particularly when township entrepreneurs are losing their businesses to foreign traders, many of whom are known to be heavily subsidized, thereby giving them an unfair advantage over locals. Chairperson, I would like to take a little time to respond to the President's call to, and I quote, confront the demon of racism, close quote. As he has mentioned that the commemoration of Human Rights Day on March 21st would be used to lay the foundation for a long-term program of building a non-racial society, I would like to submit the following for contribution by all South Africans. Firstly, we should all be honest with ourselves and admit that there are racists in all race groups. Racism is hurtful and its effects are devastating. It violates the dignity of all who have been created in God's image. It is a sin before God that we must all confront and repent from. Secondly, government should revive the late President Nelson Mandela's commitment to reconciliation and nation building and take the lead in this. To talk about reconciliation and revolution simultaneously is counterproductive, as these two things are mutually exclusive. The ANC must desist from using the race card whenever they want to shift blame for their failures. And thirdly, I want to encourage all South Africans to become agents of peace. Distance yourselves from those who incite trouble and racial hatred. They only seek to keep South Africans divided and angry. We must choose rather to become nation builders, those who are able to diffuse volatile situations and bring life and hope. We must remember, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that reconciliation is not a once-off event. It is a work in progress, and we dare not become complacent in pursuing it. Let us resolve to learn from the past and move beyond that, what was once a divided and painful past. It is time to do things differently. To this, the ACDP wants to work with all sectors of society who share our vision to see this beautiful country united as one nation under God, whose future is bright and prosperous. This is also an opportunity for the true church to be heard more than ever before in promoting forgiveness and spreading the ministry of peace, reconciliation, and national unity for all sectors. Finally, let us move South Africa forward if we choose to, we can become a nation of whom the world will one day say they have overcome the injustices and pain of apartheid and have moved forward to become a great nation, one that is worthy to be emulated. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much.